So, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of 55 Live. I'm your host, Ed Murray, and this is another Raider News segment of our program. I'm here this morning with Caroline Culbertson, who is the new varsity head volleyball coach at Lawrence District High School. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
We want to take this opportunity to let the Lawrence 55 community get to know you and some of the work that you do. So we have a few hopefully painless questions to ask of you today. You ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. First of all, tell us about your background and where you grew up.
I grew up in Chesterfield County, South Carolina, a very small town, Jefferson, located in Chesterfield. And I went to Central High School, where I played volleyball and softball all 4 years. Loved both sports, and then left and went to Lander University in Greenwood for 4 years and met my husband there. And that's how I kind of ended up in Lawrence. He's from Lawrence. So, and then got started teaching, got my foot in the door, and started coaching here 4 years ago, and have absolutely loved being here.
So you played softball and volleyball.
Yes, sir.
But you've only coached volleyball since you've been
Yes, sir.
here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what was your favorite? Who was your favorite athlete as a kid?
As a kid, oh wow. I feel like I watched a lot of football growing up. My mom's a huge USC fan, and we always went to those games. But one that sticks out in my mind, and it's bad, it's not even a volleyball player, is Jenny Finch.
Okay.
She was a softball player, and I love, she always had a positive attitude, led her team to multiple winnings, and my sister was a big softball player, and so she was one of her admirers, and I think I kind of fell in behind her, and
Great.
Love that.
Great. How did you first get interested in your sport?
In volleyball, my coach was actually she's related to me, like I said, very small town, and she taught at my elementary school, and we always, it was our dream, to play for her. She was a great coach, and she's still one of my mentors. I still call her or text her if I need something, and she just set such a great example, and everybody wanted to be a part of her team.
Great.
Well, and so I started.
This
yes.
is a great coach. We need to make sure the audience knows her name.
Ellen Middleton.
Oh, great.
Yes, and Julia Middleton. They're sisters.
Okay.
And so I actually started when I was in middle school playing for them, and then continued all through high school.
Great. So they obviously had a huge influence on you.
Yes, big influence. Still do. Like I said, I still call, text them if I need anything or situation I can't quite, wrap my head around, and they always help me out. It's great.
More personal questions here. What was your most memorable vacation?
Oh, goodness. I was in the mountains with my sister last week, and we were talking about, we used to always go to Cherokee, Camp KOA in the mountains with my family, and we went with a big group of people, and we were constantly surrounded by our families and the kids, and we all stayed in cabins real close together on a little creek, and it was so great to be surrounded by people who you knew loved and cared about you, and you could still have a good time. You might have your tiffs every now and then, but always going to the mountains. Yes, always going to the mountains with my family. That was one thing I always enjoyed during the summer and look forward to.
Right. So is there a place that you would like to visit that you've never been?
Oh yes, definitely. Overseas, Europe.
Any place?
Always, yes, any place in Europe. I've always wanted to go to Paris, London. Just there's so many. I'm a history person. Would never want to teach it. I just like to learn, and there's such historical, monuments and buildings and everything over there that I would love to see one day. Yes.
Great. So how did you get into coaching?
It was always a dream. Like I said, whenever I graduated college, I set that goal for myself, and I didn't play in college, but I was a part of a sorority, Phi Mu, and they actually put me in charge of intramural sports, volleyball, softball that we played, and I kind of felt a niche there, and I kind of went with it, and then after I graduated, like I said, we ended up here in Lawrence, and it was like God knew that was what I wanted to do because the position was available at the time. And so I met with Coach Freeze and Miss Bryant, and we got everything started.
So great.
It was a blessing. It was a blessing.
Obviously a blessing for us as well.
Yes.
So what's your most memorable experience so far as a coach at Lawrence District High School?
Oh my goodness, we went to a tournament at Woodmont. It was with my JV team at the time, and it started off rough. We started early, and the girls weren't quite awake, and they weren't communicating as well, working together as a team. But as the day went on, it was like something clicked, and they started working hard. They started working together, and we ended up third in the tournament that year. And that was great for us because we hadn't placed in other tournaments.
Right.
And just to see the joy, that they had whenever we made that happen, it was nice.
So what's your favorite part of working in Lawrence 55?
That's another great question because there's so many exciting things. I love our administrators. I feel like I could go to my school administrator or anyone at the high school here at the district with a concern or a joy, something great that's happened, and they feel that joy with you. They help you through issues that you're having, success and failure, and I just feel like you're really cared about here, and that's what I always wanted. Once I graduated from college, was a district that I felt like a family, and I feel like we have that bond here.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
So what's your favorite part of coaching?
My favorite part of coaching is my girls. I absolutely love them. I don't have kids yet. I have 4 dogs, a lot to handle. But my girls they're always there for me. I'm there for them. I love being that role model. I actually got a text the other day from one saying, I love you as a coach. And that means so much that I can impact, someone else's life and help them be a more respectful, responsible citizen after, they leave Lawrence.
And that's really one of the most important parts of coaching.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of people don't understand. It's not about necessarily
It's not just
wins
on
and
the court.
losses. It's about the
Yes.
character building and opportunities we have to do that. So
Yes, sir.
That's good. The last part of the interview is what I call our wind sprint questions. Because in sports, we always end practice with the wind
yes.
sprints and things like that.
Yes.
So these are just some quick questions,
Okay.
quick answers. Last movie you saw in a theater?
Oh goodness, I have no idea. The last movie I saw on TV was Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
It was really good.
That's good. Favorite professional sports team?
Professional sports team. My husband loves the Baltimore Ravens. I have to say.
So
I can go him.
would your favorite team be maybe a college team rather than a professional
Yes,
team?
USC,
So
Gamecocks,
USC, definitely
all the way.
Gamecocks. Okay.
Mhm.
Last book you read?
The last book I read was, it's by Eleanor Aiken, and it's a series actually. So I'm trying to think of, I'm a romantic reader. I like a good love story, so it was one of hers. She has
Okay.
a series. It's a mountain series actually.
Okay.
Yes, and I can't quite think of the name of it off
But we can
the
look
top
up
of my
the
head.
author. We'll find
Yes,
it.
yes,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Your favorite meal?
My favorite, it was my grandmother's cube steak and mashed potatoes.
That sounds
Yes.
good. That sounds
It
very
was
good.
home cooking, I love it.
Yeah. Favorite musician?
Eric Church,
Okay.
the big country,
Big country.
yes.
Okay. And finally, favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate, all the way. I actually was craving a chocolate sundae last night. Chocolate milkshake, yep.
Well,
Definitely.
Coach Culbertson, we appreciate your taking the time to be with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed this Raider News segment of 55 Live. We also hope you will join us throughout the year as we meet the coaches and some of the players in Lawrence 55's family. Until then, this is Ed Murray reminding you that the mind is a fire to be ignited, not a vessel to be filled. Good day, great learning, and go Raiders.